So here's the thing. I don't want to make this about me, so I won't. A motorbike? Okay. This is serving as good practice. I realize that there are many opportunities that are presented to us as people, as humans, having this physical experience that we take for granted. Some of those experiences being just sitting with a person to allow them to be, accepting their words through the experience of their life and their lens. At times, we may be struck by their emotion in a way to where we're not able to bear it. It may come out as bitterness, anger, and animosity, something that is sharp to receive as the listener. That said, we are in need of one another. So the purpose of this channel is to cement and immortalize my life. This will serve as a beacon for myself, as I am ultra introspective naturally. And at times when I write, when I record, when I journal, I'm the type to have multiple phones, 15,000 notes on one device and up to 12,000 on the other. Documentation, I write emails to myself, whether it be poetry or essay form. Just fascinated with language and writing in general. And that is something that, despite a seed of depression or sadness that's been watered, and I find that language is not solely for us. We are taught the phonetic alphabet. We're taught to speak and enunciate and rectify what's in our mind to our tongue in such a way to where our responsibility is actually much grander in this world, in this walk. I am concerned with being able to tell a story that is mine in full, no breaks, authentically so. And for some reason that has been a struggle, because the point in time when you're younger, you think that talking about yourself can be egotistical. So you are putting your safety at risk. You're sharing too much of yourself. You're showing too much of yourself, your expressions, your emotions. Somewhere along the line, we learn to lift up on the gas. And in part, it may be because the older we get, we realize nobody's studying us as the individual. There's too much focus on our own existence, which is fair because we come into this world by ourselves and ultimately leave it by ourselves. So in order to really feel connected to the journey, we need to hold ourselves and be able to always find a way back to self. And being able to tell your story, no matter if anyone understands or can tell it themselves, but you being able to recant and communicate your story in a way that is worthwhile because you lived that, you experienced that. That is currency in this world, along with language. But the currency is being able to affect the other through the other in you. And you realize that everyone is the same. Different journeys, certainly so, but everyone, we are the exact same being, unique in our own ways. And I just believe that that is such a taken for granted gift that is bestowed on many of us. And I no longer want to slap my forces in the face. God, I'm grateful for every aspect of life that you've been able to breathe into me. And because of that, with all my mind and my body and my heart, I surrender and have surrendered to your will. And if there's anybody who's watching this that can resonate with what I'm saying, feel free to leave a comment. I would love to engage in a discussion. You know, over time, as I continue to post, there probably will be not one person who will relate 100% to what it is that I'm saying. But all in all, this is not for you. This is, selfishly speaking, mainly for me to cement a lot of the efforts that I've been putting forth into living a fruitful life. I'm 30. I have friends that are in their 50s, their 60s, and it's not lost on me that at certain points in life you realize that maybe you have not lived up to your potential, and when you get, or if you get to that point, all you have to look back at is a sadness, a longing that turns into anger, which anger, at the root of anger is hurt, right? Disappointment. I'm seeing more videos of older individuals, older beings, pouring into what's behind them. Videos titled, if I were 30, I would do this. If I were in my 20s, I would still be doing this. And I am grateful for any sage counsel that I could receive, for those that are willing to give. And I just want to be able to, my desire and goal and claim is to be able to hopefully in turn give them back what has been gifted to me, because I know that when I reach certain levels in my life, finalizations in my life, I will solely be pulling from what's been bestowed on me. And I know this because I do this. I've gotten through many pitfalls in my life, staggering, crawling, because I've pulled from the many experiences through stories of others who have been willing to share, that I respect wholeheartedly for doing so, because like I said, telling your story authentically so, and being able to do it in a way that is intentional, that is impactful, is not, for one, an easy thing to do, and for two, not on everyone's calling. I am going to be posting my thoughts as well as sharing the philosophies of other individuals through their lived experiences, what it is that has been able to push them through the mud of the joys and sorrow of life, to even speak about myself, because I was thinking about this channel. I had been thinking about doing this for a very, very long time. I could have gone the direction initially of just posting a video about finance or entrepreneurship or building a company or starting one from scratch and documenting my process in doing that. And at the end of the day, it's not about that. There are millions of ways to get it out there. And I know that to be certain because I've put myself out there and have been able to mute out the tinge of rejection by execution, by facing forward and moving expeditiously to the thing. Mindset is incredible, right? Heart is incredible. Being able to be a shifter and a mover, that is an incredible, incredible way of being in life. So yes, that is the purpose of this channel. I will be looking forward to the moments where I can also connect to death more themselves. I've made a friend already in time, and it's good when Joy visits as well. I always look forward to her. As we forge forward with intentionality, purpose, and lifting the gear up, right? Taking the gear up a notch to the calling that has been assigned to us in this life. At times, we ignore certain words, certain messages, right? And I've talked about language already. I've talked about regret already. Go outside and talk to your elders. Remind them that this life is a give and take, and just as much as they remind us. So thank you to all who have affected mine, who have enhanced my life through their stories, through their lens. And I hope to continue to meet individuals and speak to people who are just as willing as I have now become in this new journey of documenting, as well as taking more pride in the community that is around you and I.